Hi friends, welcome to the channel Engineering Mathematics for GATE exam. Let us see some previous GATE exam questions on linear algebra. That includes inverse of the matrix, determinant of the matrix, eigenvalues, eigenvectors, and rank of the matrix, like that. Okay. Before watching this video, please go through my earlier uploaded videos because those concepts were used while solving these questions. Okay, and while solving these questions, in some questions the questions look like tougher one and complex, time consuming, but by applying some basic concepts you can make those tougher questions into simple manner and you can solve the questions in faster pace. See, remember one thing, in the GATE examination you have to solve the questions with speed and accuracy. Those two will be achieved with clear understanding of the basic concepts and practicing more number of questions. Okay, so look at the questions. Question number 1, the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix, the given 2 by 2 matrix is 1 2 5 7 is, so for any matrix A inverse is equal to adjoint A by det A. Okay, now the given question is 2 by 2 matrix, so let us take a 2 by 2 matrix with elements A, B, C, D. Okay, for this 2 by 2 matrix, A inverse is equal to adjoint A by det A. Adjoint A of this 2 by 2 matrix is nothing but interchange A, D elements and put minus sign before B, C. Okay, so that's it, D minus B minus C, A. Okay, and determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix is A into D minus B into C. That's it. Adjoint A here and by det A, that means 1 by AD minus BC. Okay, so apply this to the given question. That means A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant. So 7 into 1 minus 5 into 2, that is 10. 7 minus 10. Adjoint A of this matrix, interchange 7 and 1, put minus sign before 2 and 5. So 7 minus 2 minus 5, 1. So 1 divided by 7 minus 10, that means 1 divided by minus 3. 7 minus 2 minus 5, 1. So A inverse is equal to 1 divided by 3. Bring this minus sign to inside, so minus 7, 2, 5, minus 1. So this is the A inverse for the given 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, now look at the question number 2. The eigenvalues of this matrix, that is 2 by 2 matrix, is given 1, 4, B, A are minus 1 and 7. Find A and B value. So in the question, eigenvalues are given for that this 2 by 2 matrix and asked to find the A, B values. So sum of the eigenvalues is equal to addition of the diagonal elements. So 1 plus A is equal to minus 1 plus 7. So minus 1 plus 7, 6. So 6 is equal to 1 plus A. So A is equal to 5. Okay, now product of the eigenvalues is equal to determinant of the matrix. So 1 minus 1 into 7 is equal to A into 1 minus B into 4. Okay, and substitute this 5, A is equal to 5 value in this equation. So minus 7 is equal to 5 minus 4B. So minus 4B is equal to minus 12. So B is equal to minus 12 by minus 4, that is B is equal to 3. Okay, look at the options given. Option A is equal to 6, B is equal to 4. Not correct. Option B, A is equal to 4, B is equal to 6. Not correct. Option C, A is equal to 3, B is equal to 5. Not correct. Option D, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. C, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. So option D is correct. Okay. Now look at the question number 3. The inverse of a matrix P inverse is equal to 4 plus 3i minus I 4 minus 3i. So it is same as first question. For the 2 by 2 matrix, it is asked to find the inverse of the matrix. So P inverse is equal to 1 divided by determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix, that is 4 minus 3i into 4 plus 3i minus I minus I, that is minus I square. Okay, so 4 plus 3i into 4 minus 3i, 16 minus 4 square minus 3 square I. So 16 minus 9i square minus I into plus I minus I square. Okay, and adjoint A of this matrix, interchange these two elements and put minus sign before these two elements. So 4 minus 3i, I minus I, 4 plus 3i. Okay, after simplifying this, 16 minus 9i square, I square is equal to minus 1. So 16 plus 9, that is 25. Okay, and minus I square is minus 1, so minus 1 into minus 1, so 25 minus 1. Okay, 4 minus 3i, I minus I, 4 plus 3i. So P inverse is equal to 1 divided by 25 minus 1, that is equal to 1 by 24. And these elements same, 4 minus 3i, I minus I, 4 plus 3i. So look at the given options. Option A, 1 divided by 24, 4 minus 3i, I minus I, 4 plus 3i. So option A is correct. Now look at the question number 4. At least one eigenvalue of a singular matrix is. See, this question is also covered in my previous uploaded videos. Okay, singular matrix has determinant value is equal to 0. That means product of eigenvalues is equal to 0. The product of eigenvalues is equal to 0 if there is one eigenvalue is 0. That's it. Okay, one eigenvalue of a singular matrix is 0. Okay, now look at the question number 5. If any two columns of a determinant P is equal to determinant of 4, 7, 8, 3, 1, 5, 9, 6, 2 are interchanged, which one of the following statements regarding the value of the determinant is correct? That is the question. That means for this determinant, if we interchange any rows or columns, what is going to happen with the determinant value? That is the question. Okay. So friends, remember this concept. I will explain you now what is going to happen. Remember this concept and apply while you are solving the determinant questions whenever if you need to change the rows or columns. Okay, see, for this 3 by 3 matrix determinant value, if you calculate, you will get 232 value. Okay, if we interchange any two rows, that means if you interchange this first and second rows, okay, and calculate the determinant value, you will get minus 232. Okay, magnitude will be same, but sign will change, minus. Same manner, if you interchange these two columns, suppose, okay, and calculate the determinant value, you will get minus 232. Okay, so what you have to do is, suppose in any case while solving the question you need to interchange rows or columns, just multiply with minus 1 and calculate. That means for this matrix I already told you, if you calculate the determinant you will get 232. So if you need to interchange these two rows or these two columns, only one operation I am saying, any row or column, if you are interchanging, then multiply this determinant with minus 1, okay, and calculate. So after interchanging you are getting minus 232. So before interchanging, if you multiply with minus 1, so minus 1 into minus 232, you will get 232. That is actual value for this matrix, actual determinant value of this matrix. So that's it. Magnitude will not change, sign will change. Okay, look at the options. Absolute value remains unchanged, but sign will change. This option is correct. Okay, remember this point. Now look at question number 6. The determinant of the matrix, the given 3 by 3 matrix is 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 3, 0, 2, 3, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 2 is. Okay, here it is given 4 by 4 matrix and asked to find the determinant value. Okay, for 4 by 4 matrix, how do you find the determinant value? Take this element, okay, first 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant value. You have to find the corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant value and multiply that with this element. And the same way, minus 1 into corresponding determinant value of the respective 3 by 3 matrix and multiply that with minus 1. In the same way, plus 2 into corresponding determinant value of 3 by 3 matrix and multiply that with 2. And minus 3 into corresponding determinant value of the 3 by 3 matrix. That is the way you have to calculate. That means, look at this. 0 into determinant of the corresponding 3 by 3 matrix is hide this row and this column. So 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. So determinant of that 3 by 3 matrix into 0 minus 1 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix, hide this row, this column. So 1 3 0 2 0 1 3 1 2. Determinant of that 3 by 3 matrix into minus 1 plus 2 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant, that is hide this row and this column. 1 0 0 2 3 1 3 0 2. Determinant of that 2 by 2 matrix into plus 2 minus 3 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant, that is hide this row and this column. So 1 0 3 2 3 0 3 0 1. So determinant of that 3 by 3 matrix value into minus 3. That is the way to calculate. Okay, if you calculate that way, it will take so much time and it is time consuming. I will take this column. Okay, in this column, if I am able to do this element 0 by doing some row operations, what will happen? I will get this column as 1 0 0. So 1 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant minus 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant plus 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant minus 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant. So 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0. So directly 1 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant value will be the direct determinant of this matrix. Let us see how it is going to do. Wow. Suppose by doing the row operation, R3 is R3 minus 3 into R1. So 3 minus 3 into 1. That will be 0. So do that. R3 is R3 minus 3 into R1. So 2 minus 3 into 0. That is 2. I am getting 3 minus 3 into 1, 0. 0 minus 3 into 2, minus 6. Okay. 1 minus 3 into 3, minus 8. Okay. So here I got the 1 0 0 0. Okay. So after that, see, we can calculate determinant value 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant like that. But what I am going to do is, see, as per the question number 5, I am applying that concept. I want to interchange this column with second column with first column. So for that purpose, I have to multiply with minus 1 and I have to find the determinant value. Just I am giving some example to the question number 5, that's it. Okay, you can calculate normally directly, but just I am giving some example to the question number 5. Okay, minus 1 into, after interchanging the column 2 and 1, 1 0 0 0 2 3. Okay, 0 1 2 3 2 3 minus 6 1 3 0 minus 8 2. Determinant value is equal to minus 1 to 1 into determinant of this 4 by 4 matrix, that is 1 into the corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant, that is hide this row and this column. So determinant of 1 3 0 2 minus 6 minus 8 3 1 2. Okay, 1 3 0 2 minus 6 minus 8 3 1 2 minus 0 into determinant of corresponding 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, plus 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix minus 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant. But here 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0. So no need to write also, just I have written. Okay, so minus 1 into corresponding this 3 by 3 matrix determinant, that is 1 into minus 6 into 2, that is minus 12. Okay, 1 into minus 8, but minus became plus 8. Okay, minus 3 into 2 into 2 4 minus 3 into minus 8, that is minus 24. So minus became plus 24. Okay, so minus 1 into minus 12 plus 8 minus 4, 3 into 28 minus 84. So that is equal to minus 88 into, already minus 1 is there because of that interchange of columns. So that will become 88. So that is the answer. Now look at the question number 7. The matrix A is equal to, the given 4 by 4 matrix is A 0 3 7 2 5 1 3 0 0 2 3 0 0 0 B, has determinant value is equal to 100 and trace of A is equal to 14. Then the value of modulus of A minus B is, so as good to find the modulus of A minus B value. So to find this, we need to find the values of A and B. Okay, so take the first trace of A is equal to 14. That means addition of diagonal elements is equal to 14. So A plus 5 plus 2 plus B, that means A plus B plus 7 is equal to 14. So A plus B is equal to 7. Okay, now determinant of the matrix A is equal to it is given as 100. So if you look into the matrix, it is a 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, after seeing this, you may thought that it is a 4 by 4 matrix and it will take more time to calculate the determinant of this 4 by 4 matrix, but don't bother, just look at the given matrix. Here already many zeros are there, so look the matrix carefully and find the determinant values. See, take the element A, okay, first, and multiply that with the corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant value. That means A into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix, nothing but add this corresponding row and column. Remaining elements 5, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, B. So you have to find the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. If you see the matrix carefully, here already 2 zeros are there. So 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0. So directly 5 into 2B, 2 into B minus 3 into 0. So that's it. A into 5 into 2B minus 3 into 0, and remaining elements are 0, so no need to calculate. 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0, left that. Now take the second element 2 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant. So corresponding 3 by 3 matrix is hide this row and this column. Remaining elements 0, 3, 7, 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, B. So if you observe that corresponding 3 by 3 matrix, first column elements all are 0, so 0, 0, 0. So 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0. So that's it. Minus 2 into 0 minus 0 plus 0. Okay, and if you look at element 3 and 4, both are 0. So 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix determinant value. Here already 0, so 0 into something 0. The same with fourth element, 0 into corresponding 3 by 3 matrix value determinant, so 0. So no need to calculate those. So directly A into 5 into 2 into B, here 3 into 0, 0, so 5 into 2, 10. So 10 AB is equal to 100, that's it. So AB is equal to 10, A plus B is equal to 7. Okay, by calculating this, by solving these two, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2. See, A plus B is equal to 5 plus 2, 7, A into B, 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Okay, so modulus of A minus B is equal to modulus of 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. Okay, so this is the way to calculate. No need to bother if the matrix is 4 by 4. Just look at the elements and try to make as simpler as possible. Okay, the steps. Okay, now look at the question number 8. Which one of the following describes the relationship among the three vectors? The given three vectors are I plus j plus k and 2i plus 3j plus k and 5i plus 6j plus 4k. And the given options are: the vectors are mutually perpendicular, the vectors are linearly dependent, the vectors are linearly independent, the vectors are unit vectors. That means in order to solve this question, you need to know the properties of vectors and as well as properties of the matrices. If you know those concept clear, then you can solve this question. Now look at the option A first. Now look at the option A first. The vectors are mutually perpendicular. Okay, the vectors are mutually perpendicular if dot product of corresponding vectors must be 0. That means dot product of these two vectors must be 0 and these two vectors must be 0 and these two vectors must be 0. Okay, so first take the two vectors I plus j plus k, 2i plus 3j plus k. So the dot product of these two are 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 1 into 1. So 2 plus 3 plus 1, that is equal to 6. So it is not equal to 0. So no need to calculate the remaining dot product. Here these two are not, these two dot product is not equal to 0. So option A is directly eliminated. Before going to the option B and C, because both are related, look at the option D. The vectors are unit vectors. The vectors are unit vectors if magnitude is 1. Okay, so we have to calculate the magnitude of the vectors, and if the value is 1, then we can say that the vectors are unit vectors. Let us take first vector I plus j plus k. Let us take it as a. So magnitude of a is equal to square root of the factor for I is 1, so I 1 square plus for j 1 square plus for k 1 square, so that is equal to square root of 3, which is not equal to 1. So option D is also eliminated. Okay, because its magnitude is not equal to 1, so you cannot say those vectors as unit vector. Okay, now look at the option B and C. The vectors are linearly dependent, the vectors are linearly independent. If you write the vectors in matrix form, then the matrix A is equal to 1 1 1 plus 2 2 3 1, and third row 5 6 4. Okay, if the matrix rank is 3, that is order of the matrix, then the vectors are linearly independent. Otherwise, if you don't get the rank 3, that means the rank is less than 3, then we can say this is linearly dependent. The vectors are linearly dependent. Okay, so calculate the rank of this 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, let us calculate the rank of this 3 by 3 matrix using echelon form. That means reducing the matrix to upper triangular matrix and try to make the remaining elements 0 by doing row operations. So first we have to make this element is 0, so multiply first row with 5 and subtract it from R3. So R3 is R3 minus 5 R1, so 5 minus 5 into 1, so 0. 6 minus 5 into 1, 6 minus 5 1. 4 minus 5 into 1, minus 1. Okay, in the same way we have to make this element 0, so multiply first row with 2 and subtract it from R2. So R2 is R2 minus 2 R1, so 2 minus 2 into 2 minus 2 into 1, so 0. 3 minus 2 into 1, 3 minus 2 1. 1 minus 2 into 1, so 1 minus 2 minus 1. Okay, now we have to make this element is 0. Okay, in order to make this an upper triangular matrix, we have to make this element 0. So directly subtract R3 from R2, so R3 is R3 minus R2, so 1 minus 1 0. Here 0 minus 0 0. Okay, 1 minus 1 0, minus 1 minus minus became plus, so minus 1 plus 1 0. Okay, so look at this. If we try to make this element is 0 by adding with R1, that is R2 is R2 plus R1, minus 1 plus 1 0, 1 plus 1 2. But here what is happening, this element 0 plus 1 1, so we are able to make this 0, but here this element is become non-zero. So furthermore reduction of 0 rows is not possible, so count the non-zero rows. So 1 2, so there are 2 non-zero rows, so rank of the matrix is 2, so rank is not equal to 3, it is less than 3, so the given vectors are linearly dependent, so option B is correct. Okay, this is the way to solve the questions. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel for more videos.